in the yoga hall was of intense power and love for Mama. There was no wave of sorrow or distress. The next morning, right after Amrit Vela, many children were eagerly waiting to hear elevated words from Baba about Mama's part. Brahma Baba sat with all his children and said, "Sweet children, whatever happens in drama, just continue to observe and move forward. Give the string of your intellect to Baba. I do understand that all of you children had lot of love for Mama. Indeed, she was the world mother. In that case, I am also part of this world. She was also my mother. I should be the one in most sorrow because she was not just my mother, but she has also played a huge role in giving cooperation for Baba's service. However, even then, we have to remind ourselves that Shiv Baba is the one who established this yajna. He will decide how this yajna will continue. We just have to observe.
यादें तो आ गई हैं, अब तुम भी पास आओ, सब याद कर रहे हैं, इन सब से मिल के जाओ, वीणा जरा बजाओ, एक बार गोद ले लो, कुछ और ना सहे तो सखियों से अपनी मिल लो, माँ तेरी याद आए।
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today is day 21. Smriti Swarup. Dadi Gulzar. Mera Baba. The Karmateet stage. I am free from all influences. A master of the self. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. When you are listening to the scene of drama when Mama left body, I think it was not something very simple. So first Baba had to be stable. One is to say drama, scene of drama. But then Mama was sustaining all children. She was playing a very big role with Brahma Baba. As Baba had mentioned in the Murli that Brahma Baba is in the male body. So someone in the female body is required to sustain the children, take care of Yajna. And that is why Mama was chosen. And so Mama was playing that part very well, in the sense that lot of small, big situations, different kinds of personal issues of our children, Mama was able to deal with them, take care of them. And day-to-day running of Yagya was Mama's responsibility. And actually, the conversation at that time was that after Brahma Baba, Shiv Baba will use Mama, and Mama will be our leader of Shaktis. And then suddenly, when this bodily sickness and finally, doctor said there is no treatment, so she came to Abu Madhuban, and I think it's last few months she was in Madhuban, and then the disease was spreading, and those days there was no much treatment, not advanced medicines. So just imagine why I'm saying it. So Baba took a day or two just to not only accept but also feel from Shiv Baba what will be next and how will it continue. They knew that Yagya will continue. And then Baba keeps saying that Brahma Baba is your big mother. And then Didi Mohini was in Delhi and she came for Mama. So Baba asked her to stay and continue the sustenance like Mama. So she also did very well because Delhi was also was big, many centers, many of us. And since she came to Yagya, she was with Brahma Baba. So she knew how to take care of Yagya, how to take care of different children there. So Didi was able to share the responsibility with Brahma Baba. So Baba wanted the atmosphere to be maintained. And lot of Baba's children have so many thoughts, right? What will happen after this? This might happen. Lot of thoughts. How Baba was able to manage their emotions. And then Baba said, Baba will take care of all the children. And there was this whole thought, many of us, that many might leave because they were very connected with Mama. But actually, that is the true sustenance, that if you are sustained properly, there is power. Your faith becomes more unshakable. And when it's unshakable, then you move forward and say, let's see the benefit in the drama. There will definitely be some more scenes of drama. As you all know that Didi Mohini, and then with that, Dadi, when Brahma Baba left body, Dadi Prakashmani, Baba gave his hand in Dadi's hand. So Didi Mohini and Prakashmani Dadi together. And they had so much love for each other. They used to say it's two bodies, one soul, because they will accept each other's ideas. They will share from heart whatever efforts they were making. So it was very good. I thought to just share that from this story, that how many changes happen, which I think we have to accept. But because Mama was only 40 plus, was not very old. And many dadis and everyone leaves body, but Mama was very young. But every scene of drama, there is benefit. So Yajna was sustained and is being sustained until now. It's amazing, right? 85 years now, Yajna is being sustained by Baba's children collectively. Word Mai is very powerful. So Dadi Gulzar always used to say, you all should say Mai Baba, Mai Baba. Before we always said there is God. We still felt connected. But when we came to Baba Gyan, Baba said, no, he is Father. You don't need to look at him as God, but say Baba. And then, those who are new in knowledge, I remember whenever we will talk about Baba, they will say, your Baba. This is what your Baba says. But then Daddy said, yeah, they say yours, but he's mine Baba, no? I remember since we had been using these words, my Baba, definitely there is more closeness and feelings of belonging to Baba. Right? You all must be experiencing that belonging. We had such an understanding about God that we always were taught and created fear. If you do wrong, you will be punished. If you do this, you will be punished. But no one ever described how much love God has for all of us because we belong to Him. It's so interesting when we know that there is no question of fear. He has love, and as we declined, He sustained us in path of bhakti also. But in the end, but then when we realize that we are Baba's children and it is just our intellect was drifted towards body and body conscious relationship. But at least for me, I always felt so close to God as my parents, as my creator, as my guide, even friend, companion. But understanding of myself as a soul, that was not there. So faith was there, relationship was there. And I felt lot of His presence and how He helps in so many different ways. But I didn't have knowledge that I am soul. Yes, I had read in Gita, different books, there is soul, soul is immortal, but never understood that I am soul. And as soon as you understand I am soul, and Baba is Supreme Soul, instantly that connection which happens of soul and Supreme Soul is so beautiful. And that is actually also true yoga, true connection. I am soul, he is Supreme Soul. Any relationship you want to experience, you can. Of course, we do as parents, then teacher, then guide, then friend. So this belonging to Baba, by saying my Baba, not only you experience love and connection, but also we make him our guide in the life. Sadguru. Sadguru is one who shows you the path of truth. And Baba is with us on the journey. Just imagine where we had reached. Body consciousness, all the vices, body conscious relationship. We lost our identity with the nature, thinking I am body. So Baba's love, he put us on this journey that you are soul. You have to look at everyone as soul. All are brothers. All of you are my children. So Baba always says that those who are from last kalpa, as soon as they hear knowledge, they immediately said, yes, that's true. That's what it is. We never had problem in accepting any point of knowledge, right? Now we might think, how did we accept? Not only accept, but we belong to Baba, not only through intellect, but in practical life also. So many people were surprised. It was very, very common for men to leave home and be hermits. But no one had heard that sisters or mothers can also just belong to God and have a renunciate life. In the beginning, of course, Baba had to create Vati. So many left home, but later on, when I came in Gyan, it was you live in the family, but be just soul conscious and renounce five vices. So this whole our entire life then changed. And then when we listen to Baba's knowledge that the main task of God is creating, and at this time He's creating new world, golden aged world, world of peace and happiness. Each one of us immediately touched and said, oh, I also want to do that. What my Baba is doing, I also want to do. How quickly we just left our old lifestyle, so many habits. Right? I used to think when I come, this I can't leave. Everything else is okay. But after belonging to Baba, doing service, when I look back, oh, I already left. I didn't know. First I thought it's impossible. Many habits. But then within a few months, when I look back, I said, oh, I don't have even that habit. So there was this transformation, natural renunciation. So that is belonging to an extent, not awareness only. Not only awareness is my Baba, I belong to Baba, but our lives really now belong to Baba. Not only life, but everything. Nothing I can claim is mine. Immediately it's Baba's. This is Baba's, So very naturally our surrender, what Baba says, or belonging to Baba began on this spiritual journey. When we think of, when I think of how could I do that, right? But must be Baba's love, the power of knowledge, and attainments through power of yoga. Really, really, there was such a great intoxication. Baba is mine. So my task is what is Baba's task, and that task is to give message, to help souls to transform, give the message of purity. So, as I said, practically, we belong to Baba. So everyone must be noticing how vast change there is in your life. Many of us, we were very young, and everyone had one's own dream. Everyone had thought what they will do. Family expected a lot of things. But for us, it was whatever Baba wants me to do, I will do. And when I think back, 60 plus years ago, how suddenly whole world was Baba. Baba is everything to me because Baba is mine. So complete change. And never felt in 60 plus years there is anything else which is mine. Never. Never had any thought that there are others also, they are mine too now. Because I knew everyone wants love and everyone wants power. And I can only give if Baba is with me. The true love can only be shared when I have God's love, God's hand. And it's true really because anytime you want to help, share power, it's not possible without Baba. So keeping Baba as companion, Baba as mine, Baba, it was easy to share help with the souls. If they need strength, if they need courage, whatever qualities they need, we are able to share because I receive from Baba. Baba is mine. So belonging to Baba helps us to serve others also in a proper way. And then, of course, is Baba. So how can there be any other influence? I think the first, foremost, and the last influence is of one's own sanskars on the mind. Because sanskars are so subtle. They keep coming back in form of thoughts and habits. But we know that a time comes where I could say, it's not my sanskars, it's Baba's Shrimad. It's Baba who guiding me. That stage which we saw Dadi's had and called Karmateet stage. So we will reflect that on that more and more. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you. So now we will listen more about our Dadi Gulzarji and would like to invite our dear Sister Angel, Sister Judy, but also want to tell you all that after we listen about Dadi, today is a very special day. It's International Yoga Day. So Mohini Didi will share with us after that. Om Shanti. Welcome, Sister Judy.
Thank you, Bhumika. I really like it when you call me an angel. I hope you will always call me an angel. So, Om Shanti Avyakti Parivar. It's really been such a pleasure to be with you. And tonight is our final evening of looking at this subject of Smriti Swarup through the lens of the very lovely Dadi Gulzar. And tonight our theme is the Karmateet stage. I am free from all influences, a master of the self. So, as you would have noticed over this past week, the way she speaks about these inner states is very simple and very powerful. So we started on Tuesday with being in the awareness of the intoxication of my fortune. And then on Wednesday with having positive feelings for each soul and calming the hearts of others. On Thursday, we looked at Nimit Bhav, having the bhafna that I am an instrument of God. On Friday, Mansa Seva, I serve through my stage, spreading a current of peace, power, and happiness to all souls. On Saturday, I allow nothing to take my happiness. Last night, Miro Baba, belonging. And then finally, tonight, the Karmateet stage. I am free from all influences, a master of the self. Dadi said, in order to go back with Baba and not with the masses, we have to become Karmateet. The Karmateet stage means to be free from all karmic bondages and to simply use the sense organs instead of being controlled by them. We say, my mouth, my hand, the body is mine. So what has happened that we have become a slave to what is mine rather than a master. For the Karmateet stage, each karma has to be performed as a master. It starts with the subtle organ we call the mind. The mind is mine. We say my mind and not I the mind. Therefore, whatever thoughts we wish to think, we can. This is what it means to be a conqueror of the mind, which is the basis of becoming Karmateet. So check, she said. Am I a master of my mind? Do I rule over my senses just as a king would over his kingdom? Or am I a slave to my old nature, sanskars, and those of others? Do I get pulled to certain foods or drinks? To be influenced by any thoughts other than those of our choice means we do not have the Karmateet stage. To be influenced by anything means to be in bondage. Brahma Baba was not under the influence of his senses. He was a true ruler of the self. He never spoke or did anything that was not of his own choosing, not even by mistake. Now, I thought on this final night, we would hear an account of the final stage that Dadi Gulzar was in. And as she came to the end of her life and left the body, this is as told by Neha Ben from the Gam Devi Center, where Dadi stayed for the final 3 years of her life. Here's what she said. At the end, Dadiji's health was very unstable, so we took her again to Saifi Hospital, and then for 1 month, her health improved. That 1 month was the last phase of Dadi attaining her perfect form. The time when we came to see Dadiji as a conqueror of matter. The treatment of the body was happening, but at the same time, it felt like she was absolutely detached from the body. When the doctors came to see her, even they were surprised when they saw her, wondering which divine power was working through her. They said that the treatment for a normal person would be to give a sedative and an anesthetic, and still the patient would suffer. And yet, Dadiji didn't need anything. Instead, she used to give loving drishti to the doctors. Sometimes when they looked at her, they felt there was some suffering, but in the next minute, they would see how all the parameters had become normal. The doctors saw this as a miracle. Many doctors used to say that Dadiji kept all her organs under her control and that whenever she wants, she heals herself. And we are only doing what we do for namesake. They accepted how silence had won over science. Finally, at the very end, everyone had come to see Dadi. At around 10:25 a.m., we realized that one of Dadiji's doctors, who had served her for 3 years, had not yet come. It seemed that Dadiji was waiting for him. As he was coming from far away, he took some time to reach there. As soon as he arrived, he saw Dadi and took drishti from her. Then, in a few minutes, we watched how Dadiji's breathing became slower and slower until at the end she blinked her eyes once and the soul left the body. At that moment, it seemed like Baba took the soul with him, seating the soul on his eyelids. An aura of light and powerful vibrations filled the room. It seemed like Bap Dada was present. Let's see a video.
तो कर्मातीत बनना है, ये तो हम सबका लक्ष्य है, क्योंकि कर्मातीत बनेंगे तभी हम बाबा के साथ स्वराज अधिकारी बन सकेंगे। तो उसकी विधि जो है वो क्या है? स्वराज अधिकारी मैं आत्मा हूं और कर्म इंद्रिया क्या है? मेरी है, मैं नहीं है। अभी कोई भी समझो माथे में दर्द पड़ता है तो आप क्या कहेंगे? मेरे माथे में दर्द है या मैं माथे में दर्द है? मेरा कहेंगे ना। और मेरे का मालिक कौन होता है? मैं। तो मैं आत्मा जो हूं वो स्वराज अधिकारी। आत्मा अपने को समझने से
ऑटोमेटिकली कर्म इंद्रियों के ऊपर कंट्रोल होता है, क्योंकि कर्म इंद्रियां जो है वो ही तो नीचे ऊपर कर्म कर लेती है, उसका प्रभाव शरीर पर भी पड़ता है, मन पर भी पड़ता है। तो हमको कर्मातीत होना है, तो अपने कर्मों की बहुत संभाल करनी है। कोई भी कर्म हमारे से अयथार्थ नहीं हो। बाबा ने हमको क्या कहा है? कर्म इंद्रियों जीत बनो, क्योंकि मेरी है ना। जब ये मानते हैं कि मैं इन सब कर्म इंद्रियों का मालिक हूं, तो मालिकपन में कंट्रोलिंग पावर आती है, रूलिंग पावर आती है। अगर मैं मालिक नहीं समझते हैं तो कंट्रोल वो हो ही नहीं सकती है। जैसे कहीं कहते हैं ना, योग लगाते हैं, समझते हैं मन एकाग्र हो, लेकिन मन एकाग्र होता ही नहीं है। क्यों? जब मेरा मन है, मैं मन नहीं हूं, मेरा मन है, तो मेरे के ऊपर मैं मालिक होता है। तो अपना ये संकल्प पक्का करो, मुझे कर्मातीत होना ही है। लेकिन उसका आधार, मूल बात ये है, कर्मातीत बनने के लिए पहले स्वराज अधिकारी बनना पड़ेगा।
I want to thank Sister Tina for her good research on these videos. She was tireless and they're very rich, very nice. So, our homework, starting tomorrow morning at Amrit Vela and all day long, watch. I am free from all influences, a master of the self. I am free from all influences, a master of the self. So let's have that one thought. Let's share it together. And I also want to thank Sister Sonia for these beautiful meditations. So let's take 5 minutes together and just hold one thought. This is the Karmateet stage. I am free from all influences, a master of the self. Om Shanti.
भागीरथी छोटा नंदी तुम सबकी प्राण प्यारी हो। है भागीरथी छोटा नंदी तुम सबकी प्राण प्यारी हो। शांत शीतल सादगी वाली सादगी वाली मीठी मीठी दादी हमारी हो, मीठी मीठी दादी हमारी हो। हे भागीरथी छोटा नंदी तुम सबकी प्राण प्यारी हो, तुम सबकी प्राण प्यारी हो।
Om Shanti. Thank you. That was wonderful. Thank you, Sister Judy, for bringing all this beautiful sharing by our daddies to us and also to the team who is behind the scene preparing all these materials. And yes, Sister Judy, we would love to call everyone angel actually. So yes, Awake the Parivar, all angels, right? So now Didi will share for today, as today's International Day of Yoga. And
Om Shanti. June 21st is International Day of Yoga. We have programs, many events all over the world. This morning also there was a beautiful program at UN also. Many were sharing what they understand about yoga. It's very common word And there's a lot of acceptance. People do feel that they need some kind of harmonizing personality or harmony between the soul and the body, mind and the body, because there is lot of internal conflict, lot of inner, arguments between mind, intellect, and conflicts, and it affects the body. So how to harmonize first mind and intellect, and then we harmonize with the nature. And when we harmonize with nature, that is, you are creating alignment between soul and body, mind and body. So yoga actually, word yoga means connection, word yoga means relationship. It is the sign which generally is shown as plus yoga. So we start with connecting the mind, that is bringing that true nature of the self, the eternal self. The true nature of soul is love, is peace, is power. So as much there is awareness of my own self as a soul, and then mind and intellect, the abilities within the soul, and then soul reminded to reach to the original and the eternal self. Eternal self, how it began journey, and also now looking at what is happening to the world, we all have to return to our true self, our true qualities. And then we connect with each other also in that true self, looking at everyone as a loveful, peaceful, and pure being. And that connectedness amongst all of us creates a very peaceful and very loving and very powerful atmosphere. And then originally, there was this divinity within each of us. When the creation began, there was this divinity and purity and love. And now we again have to create such a world of love, peace, harmony. So when we are connected with each other and have this loveful relationship, and also knowing that for all of us there is one creator, we all have common parents, and that is one God, Supreme Soul. Then I connect my mind, I connect my intellect with Him. And that connection with one who is ocean and the bestower, I am able to receive all the powers, all the qualities, and the dignity of the human life. And very beautiful way, not suppression, but becoming the sovereigns, self-sovereignty, where I am the master of the body. I don't have to be subservient to our organs, sense organs, but I am the master. So as much there is this thought that I am the master and there is self-sovereignty, then our thoughts, words and actions are all very loveful, pure, and brings happiness to the self and brings happiness to everyone. So yoga is for happiness, yoga is for love, yoga is to be together as unlimited world family. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So now we will remember Baba. Close with Baba's remembrance. Take Drishti, share Drishti. Please open your videos. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, everyone. Good night. Om Shanti.